Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're off from Jacksonville. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
They're on the 30-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. It's an option right that begins this drive. This is ahead for about 5. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
A pistol snap. Fields throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He fires one deep down the middle. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Well, that throw, Kate, pretty clean out of his hand. Just looked like it didn't get through the defense clean enough. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute, convert on these 3rd downs.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. The Giants using their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. On to punt on fourth down, it's Bradley Pinion. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Well, if there's an avoidable penalty, Brock, that's probably it. He just didn't let him make the fair catch, and that's going to help their field position considerably. The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. 3rd and just 2 to go. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Throwing the out route complete. And this one does not go far.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Giants football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You spring a big game like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Fields out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Fields to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. The Giants are set to punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Fields this at the 19. He breaks the tackle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it'll be Jaguars football. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, Ron. 11. Go, let's go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
It is caught left side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
And the Giants going nickel, 3rd down coming. Lawrence working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at 1st down here. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
That's complete right side. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. Still has room inside the 15. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
He rolls to his right. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Only a yard on the pickup. That leaves him with 3rd and goal at the 6.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the ground, so now a ways to go if they decide to go for this on 4th and goal. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Shudak is good. And they're on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
First down throw for Fields. Dump off caught by his back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes it just a different level of connectedness.
And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain. This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. It's the Giants who have it, 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. That throw behind his intended target. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Hey, Ron!
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Deontay Banks. And the Giants have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Wouldn't make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's not going to escape this. The Jets drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All I'm hearing in my head is touchdown to check down, because it was said about a gazillion times in the NFL to me when you get in the red zone. It's not sack. Touchdown to check down. You can't take a sack on 1st down in the red zone.
And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Timeout calls, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And it's a nickel set from the Jags on this 3rd down. Here's Fields to throw. On the move, headed right. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Will Lutz on to attempt the field goal from the left hash, about 31 yards out. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with the high percentage make.
Reed now to kick this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. Wilson with it on 1st. He puts everything behind this one. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Here comes the final play of our first half. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll throw it. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Reed now to kick this one away. Scott now to return. Oh, he eats a hit to bring it into that return right near the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Defense shows blitz. Wilson. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get this up close to the 40 before going out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On first down, it's Wilson. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick six. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Second down now, 7 to go. Another carry for him. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Back-to-back carries here. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Fields looking to throw. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They pitch it to him. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And hopefully they don't come to regret using all 3 of theirs so early in the half. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Has a left side block, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down. Bill Lutz on to attempt the field goal. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Reed now to kick this one away. Scott now to return. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he crosses his sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they pick him off again. That's Bobby Okereke. The 50. The 30. Gets the 10. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants make it a 24-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Scott now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. After the pick, here's Wilson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Wilson now from the gun. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Deontay Banks.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Second and 6 coming up here. They give it to him again. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Fields on third. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Wilson to throw it. And they pick him off again. And the Giants are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's second and inches. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. Jacks pick it up. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Set him back 5. It's first and 15 after the penalty. Running back sent in motion. Throwing is Wilson. He beams one deep right side. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. Here's the handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go.
From the 21. Dumped off to his running back. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. First throw for the backup now. Has his man, it's Tracy. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Starts the return at the 34. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the... New set of downs for him at the 38. Taking the handoff, now Wilson. Got a man, Robinson has it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Wilson now off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. So it'll be second down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. And that's the record! His 5th interception of this ball game. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants take over on his 11th interception of the campaign.
Their own 13-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that.
He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. Jags pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. So it's second down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Play action. It's Wilson. Vacates quickly left. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Slot man motioned over. Now Wilson on third and long. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars putting up points in a game decided. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a two-score game here late. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. And he busts those tackles.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Giants will have a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. And with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Tight end going in motion here. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked by their rookie out of Florida State. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Wilson with it on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Wilson. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Well, never tell them the odds, Brock, because they called the right play there. They gained 13 on 4th and 10, and that's enough for the first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Wilson to throw again. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And that one is picked off, but wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Now to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Awareness. You've got to be aware.
So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth. And they want to take one more look. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And this is a huge loss on the play. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And they snag some much-needed momentum to end the regular season as they start looking